Am I the asshole? For telling my family that they never cared about my birthday before, why should it matter now? My parents divorced when I was about 6, it was 50-50 custody split with my mom wasting no time to get remarried to my stepdad. My stepdad had children already: Alex, Violet, and Mabel. I was relentlessly bullied by them for various things I couldn't control: having a speech impediment, having less expensive clothes, only being to see my dad on weekends, etc. My mom and stepdad didn't do anything to stop it and essentially told me kids will be kids, then kept it pushing. My mom would lightly scold Violet and Mabel if they hurt me while playing, but wouldn't do anything more. I had to watch as they got far more expensive gifts for birthdays and Christmas and actually what they wanted from their wish list, whilst I got the bare minimum of necessities and would only get something I actually wanted from my dad, but he could only go far due to making 2x less than what my stepdad makes. I appreciated it nonetheless. I didn't even get to properly enjoy my cake, or rather cupcakes that my mom made to cut down on cost, because my siblings ate it before I could get seconds. I was never allowed a party because my friends were too messy and loud. Around age 10, I pretty much stopped expecting them to put effort into my birthday and just kinda let it pass by whenever I was with them. Yesterday was my 18th birthday and I decided to spend it with my friends, boyfriend, and dad. I pretty much was out all day and came back at around nearly 10 p.m. My mom was waiting for me with my stepdad and pretty much blew up on me for not spending the day with them. Apparently they prepared a small celebration for me that got wasted because I wasn't there. They were both going off on me for being inconsiderate and ungrateful. In the middle of their little rant I had snapped that they never fucking cared about my birthday all these years, why should this one matter now? They were in shock and that gave me an opportunity to go to my room and sleep. I woke up to texts from my grandparents and aunt saying that I was disrespectful for saying that and ungrateful for anything my mom and stepdad did for me. Edit: just to be clear, I put my step-siblings' current ages within the post, not the ages when they were bullying me. It made sense to me when I made this post, but I understand how it could be confusing. Not the asshole, and dollars to donuts. They didn't plan shit. Some relative probably saw on social media and asked why they weren't there. They made up their party to cover their neglectful asses. Not the asshole. They never celebrated your B-Day in a proper way. They created a bad experience, so it's totally understandable. It's your B-Day, so you are free to do whatever you want. How are you even supposed to know that they were organizing something, even if it is a surprise party? They could have given some hints or asked you to be there. Not the asshole. You stood up for yourself. I would ask the grandparents and aunts where they were when you were getting bullied and treated like crap. You don't have to deal with people that abused you or people that enabled that abuse. Be prepared as you put space between yourself and your abusers. They will suddenly care and be confused why you have to hold grudges, but you should continue to put your mental health first, and if that means going no or low contact with those people, know that it's okay to put yourself first. Not the asshole. I'd go farther and explain to them the full litany of wrongs and neglect they inflicted on you. They should not be surprised when you move out and go no contact. Not the asshole. Actions have consequences. When you can move out. I woke up to texts from my grandparents and aunt saying that I was disrespectful for saying that and ungrateful for anything my mom and stepdad did for me. They know shit. Not the asshole. These stories always break my heart. Parents divorce, and their child gets left behind for their new family. I'm sorry you weren't able to move in with your dad full time. You need to calmly talk to your mom about everything you've posted here. Write things down beforehand. Will that solve anything? Maybe not, but you might feel a lot better about things and be able to move on with your life. Wishing you the best op, and happy birthday. Not the asshole. How are you supposed to show up to a celebration no one told you about? It sounds like they didn't even make a plan to have you around that day. Why on earth would they assume you just sit around and do nothing? Two grown-ass adults ran to mommy and complained about disrespect. What a joke. Not the asshole. They hadn't bothered so far, so it makes perfect sense for you to choose to spend your day with people who care about you. Your mum and SD act like your B-day was about them. Not the asshole. Tell your grandparents that you are not psychic and you are not obliged to hand these people your heart time after time when they have a proven history of dropping it on the floor. I also note that the AITA, meaning the people at the house, didn't bother calling you. They just sat there, storing up drama, while you celebrated your birthday with people who actually consider you a member of their family. Grandparents and aunt. I grew up ignored, bullied, and ganged up by my stepfather's children. He further made it clear that, while for his children, birthdays were special occasions, mine was just a hassle, to be dealt with as cheaply and as quickly as possible. These are facts. I lived them. And I wasn't even informed that they planned anything for my birthday, as they typically do nothing. So I chose to spend my birthday with the people who love me, and don't make me feel unwelcome. I stand by my decision. Not the asshole. There's a history of shafting you on your birthday. You decided to so end it with people who actually care to celebrate you. Not the asshole. They are jerks for planning a small celebration without ever checking if you would be around to enjoy it. They never allowed you to have a party before now, so why would they expect you to show up for one now when you did not even know about it? I hope you enjoyed your birthday with the people you chose to spend it with. Not the asshole. Yes, I was disrespectful, but they earned that disrespect. It's a two-way street. Not the asshole. It mattered now because they intended to use it to sweeten the news that they are kicking you out. Get your documents and plans ready because tomorrow they will be moving on with the plan. So were they going to invite you to this little party, or did they just expect you to have no plans, like all your other birthdays? We can't choose our blood, but we can choose our family. You've created a new family out of the people who choose to love you and spend time with you. Your mother and her husband are not a part of that, due to their own choices in life. You're 18 now. Can you go live with your dad? Not the asshole. And your grandparents kept their mouth shut all the years you were being mistreated. Nice of them to chime in now. Happy birthday, and may every year after this be twice as good as the last. Party face. I woke up to texts from my grandparents and aunt saying that I was disrespectful for saying that and ungrateful for anything my mom and stepdad did for me. Not the asshole. Text them back, ask them point blank, where were you when I was being bullied, when I was being ignored on my birthdays and holidays, where were you when my childhood was being stolen? Until you can answer why you didn't step in, and tell my mom and stepdad off for their abuse, I will ask you to keep your opinions on this matter to yourself. Not the asshole. Funny how the one birthday they care about is the one where you are now an adult and able to cut off contact with them. Oh, and happy birthday op. I'm glad you could spend it with people who care, heart. Yeah, not the asshole. Explain that they did the bare minimum and out of respect for them you didn't expect anything for your birthday. Same as always. Your mom sucks and not up to you to make her a better parent. Happy birthday, and I'm glad you got to spend it with people who truly cared about you. You should let your relatives know that too. Not the asshole. It sounds like they were trying to, or assuming your birthday was about them. If they cared and wanted to do something, they should have talked to you ahead of time. You are 18. If you have any joint accounts with your mom, close them out and make new accounts at a totally different bank, not just a different branch, a different bank. Not the asshole. I am so sorry you had to grow up that way. Shame on your mother for allowing you to be abused. Ah yes, am I the asshole? Classic. I was treated poorly by people and got mad at them for treating me poorly, and now they're mad I called them out. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. You had fun on your birthday and didn't attend something you weren't told was happening. You then were yelled at for not attending something you didn't know was happening, and responded in kind. Read that and tell me you think you're in the wrong.